everyone, this is Katie from Katie Does Art. In this video, I'm going to be doing the Draw Yourself in Different Style challenge, or Draw Yourself as Different Cartoons challenge, whatever you want to call it. But for me, this was a complete challenge. I am more of a photorealistic drawer, painter, artist, so I typically don't draw cartoons. So for this first one, this is my style, and I'm just going to put it out there. I don't have a cartoon style, so this was quite difficult, and this is basically just me trying to draw myself as best I could. My fiance told me these drawings end up looking nothing like me, which kind of was a little letdown, but I see what he's saying. So I guess this is more of a draw a chunky girl with brown floofy hair challenge in different styles. So there you go. I'm just drawing. I usually just draw light sketches first, and then I darken. Yeah, I just press harder to make it darker. As I tell my students, draw it light until you know it's right. I really don't like using lead pencils when I draw, mainly because if you press hard with them and then erase, there's still that residual line that's pressed into the paper, like a little scratch. So that bugs me. I usually like to draw with a softer pencil that doesn't leave such a harsh scratch in the paper after you erase, because I make tons of mistakes. This next style that I'm going to be doing, I'm taking it back to the 90s when I was a little kid, and I'm drawing myself as a Powerpuff Girl. That was my favorite. My favorite specifically was Bubbles. So you'll see when I go to color everything in, I tried to pick a blue similar to Bubbles. I don't have blonde little pigtails anymore like I used to, but I ended up drawing my hair in a curly ponytail. Nice and floofy. I feel like drawing the eyes was the hardest part for the Powerpuff Girls because they're perfect circles. I hate drawing perfect circles. And I hated drawing the little, I think it's called the cornea and the pupil too, because they didn't get lined up. But I'm not trying to focus on being perfect for these. I'm just living my best quarantine life. looking at this now while I'm doing the voiceover, I don't like it uncolored. When it's colored, it looks so much better. So I can't wait to the end to show you that. And now that I'm thinking of it, I wish I put one of my tattoos on my arm. That would have been so cool. But I did include my double chin. So cute. Ooh, this next one I'm doing is inspired by Bob's Burgers. That is probably one of my new favorite cartoons. I watched every single one on Netflix. I never get to catch it on TV, but that is a goal of mine, I guess. I like how it's very simple. It doesn't take much effort to draw Bob's Burgers characters. Okay, this one has a special place in my heart. Cinderella. I love Cinderella. She's my favorite Disney princess. Again, I just found all of these pretty difficult. It was a challenge for me because I'm so used to just drawing what I see and drawing what I see precisely. So it was hard to make things up. I think that's something that I need to work on more as an artist. I need to be able to make more things up in my head and be more creative. And so that's what I think I'm going to try and do for a while. Just trying to make things up. So I feel a bit, I don't know a great word. I guess just unskilled right now because they're not up to my par. So I feel a little vulnerable too putting this on YouTube, but here we go. So like I was saying, I did Cinderella. She's very close to my heart. I love Cinderella. After I got the hang of it, it was pretty easy to do, capturing her features. But again, it was hard to translate them into myself. It's hard to making them look chunky because they're so perfect and slender and dainty, and I just was very nervous that making them chunky was borderline making them look masculine. Oh, and the eyebrows, they are just so thin. I'm like, in what planet are people's eyebrows that thin? I love drawing the hair for this one though. It was so like 60s, I guess. I guess that's when Cinderella came out originally. But the little poofy front, I thought that was so cool. I aspire to have hair like this, but it's just never gonna happen. Another thing I noticed when I was kind of researching for this video, there's not a lot of curly haired princesses. Like there's Moana, and she's probably the closest to my hair, but I wanted to do a classic princess because those are the princesses that I grew up with, and unfortunately there aren't many to choose from. In a YouTube video I was watching someone doing the same challenge, they said Belle had curly hair, but she really doesn't. It was mainly at the ends, and so yeah, anyway. Okay, this one I'm not going to tell you which style I'm trying to copy. I just want y'all to guess in the comments. My fiance did not get it, but I thought I captured it pretty well. I'll give you a few hints. It is another 90s cartoon. It's also, well, you wouldn't know my favorite cartoons, but I tried to do like a mixture of the main character and her older sister. The main character was sort of super dorky, and the sister was super cool and pretty, but I am more in line with the dorky little sister. And that's all I'm going to say. I hope you can guess it. If you can't guess it, you can probably just go to my Instagram and see that I hashtagged the name of this cartoon. But I hope you do take a guess and put it down in the comments. I'd like to see what you think it is. Okay, so for this last one, I thought it was just a very classic cartoon. I have to admit, I have never really watched it. I kind of was a little too young to watch it when it was super popular. I know it's still popular today, but I'm just not that into it. Anyway, it is in the style of The Simpsons. I think I did see the Simpsons movie when I was like in middle school, but I really don't even remember it. So we made it through this video. Here are all the cartoons all colored. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you find me on Instagram and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.